And here's the part I believe too many in conservative media, for that matter, do not want to touch, because touching it might upset their sponsors and their audience metrics, or their algorithms on their favorite streaming platform, or the latest political sugar daddy they might be depending on. But the fact of the matter is, if Joe Biden or Kamala Harris had written a post like the one today or the one on Easter Sunday, many of the same people that are now clapping along like trained seals would be pounding their desks, calling it deranged, dangerous, and disqualifying. They would be right to raise those concerns then, and the standards should not change just because the red team jersey is hanging on the locker. Truth doesn't change colors every election cycle. Moral seriousness is not supposed to be a rental car. Psalm 146 says, "Put not your trust in princes." That does not mean that government is worthless. It means that government isn't God. No politician gets a halo and is exempt from accountability just because he is not your enemy. It means that Christians, above all people, should be able to say, yes, I support what is right, I reject what is wrong, and I refuse to baptize all of it just because my side is the side that's in power right now. This is not betrayal. This is not neocon. This is not liberalism. This is integrity. And I want to say this carefully. We should be praying for President Trump right now. Not later tonight, right now. We should be praying for wisdom, for restraint, for courage, for sound judgment. And if there is an attack, that it is wise and that victory and justice does prevail. 1 Timothy chapter 2 tells us to pray for kings and all who are in authority. And we should pray for American troops, because when politicians posture, it's often our young men with families who bleed. We should pray for the people of Iran, many of whom have lived under tyranny their entire lives that they did not choose, and they may suffer for decisions they did not and are not making. And we should pray that if there is regime change, it does not become another glossy brochure for freedom wrapped around the same old machinery of oppression. Because if, after all the fire and thunder, if after all the destruction and devastation and loss of life, if all we get is meet the new boss, same as the old boss, then what exactly are we doing? If this ends with mountains of rubble, shattered families, and another ruling class wearing a different cologne but worshiping the same demon of power, then let's be honest, this is not liberation. This is global transhumanist vanity with air support.